Hey all my foodie friends and family, how you doing? Hope you're well and having a super day. Today we're going to continue on with a cherry tomato salsa. It's very similar in method to making the fruit compote from last week, but this is a savory version with beautiful heirloom cherry tomatoes. In a deep skillet, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I suggest to use olive for this because it has some great flavor that will add to your salsa. But if you don't like olive oil, you can certainly use whatever other oil you like. I'm adding 1 onion that I've chopped. Don't worry about it being too fine. We don't want to overcook this. It will be still tender crisp. I'm adding a tablespoon of garlic. You know, salsa has a bit of a crunch to it. We don't want it all mushy. We're just bringing that up to temperature, and we're going to saute these onions and garlic until they start turning brown and getting sweet and delicious. To the onions and garlic, I'm adding a quart of cherry tomatoes. These happen to be heirloom cherry tomatoes. I mean, the farmers markets right now have everything on display. Buy it up and make some good stuff. You can keep this in the fridge for your movie night and have chips and salsa. It's delicious, and it's not that hard to make. Oh, I found some stray grape tomatoes, so I've thrown those in too. Aren't those colors beautiful? They're red, yellow, green, purple. Fantastic heirloom colors. I'm always kind of surprised why heirloom products kind of disappeared. Heirloom tomatoes are beautiful, even though that they're kind of lumpy looking and delicious. To this mixture, I'm adding some salt and pepper. If you want a hot salsa, you're going to need to add some cayenne pepper to this, or some hot sauce, whatever you prefer for the heat. So I've added some freshly ground sea salt and freshly ground black pepper. You may need to adjust this after it cooks for a bit because these tomatoes will exude a lot of juice. And we're going to try to get rid of as much of that as possible because we just want kind of a pulpy kind of texture, just kind of like you have, you know, the salsa that you buy in a jar. So I had it covered and I had it simmering for a while. I have it on high heat because I'm trying to get rid of a lot of the water. I'm adding about 1/3 cup of balsamic vinegar. Balsamic is a great vinegar to use in a recipe like this. It has a bit of sweetness because of the molasses that's used. If you don't like balsamic, red wine vinegar would work just wonderful with this as well. You need to have some kind of sourness to the background. You don't want it overly sweet. So we're stirring that in, and this salsa is ready to eat after you have it cooling in the fridge for a while. There it is. I've toasted some rye bread. I'm going to eat that with rye bread. You can have it with corn chips, tortilla chips, whatever you like. It's really delicious and great to sit munching while you're having a movie. And it's actually very good and healthy for you without all the chemical preservatives and all that junk. If you like the recipe, I'd love it if you'd subscribe to the channel. Love to have more foodies here with me. Thanks for stopping by for some more food that warms your soul. See you next time.